is Andy Cappelli. Andy enjoyed a fantastic 4-year career on the mat for the Bloomsburg wrestling team from 1975 to 1979. Andy posted an overall record of 109 wins, 32 losses, and 4 ties. And at this time, at the time of his induction, he ranks 13th all-time in career victories. His winning percentage of .766, it's 12th best in program history. A tri-captain as a senior, Cappelli was a 3-time Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference champion, a 3-time Eastern Wrestling League place winner, and a 3-time NTA qualifier. Andy is one of only 10 wrestlers in program history to win 3 PSAC titles after winning it in 1977, 1978, and 1979, after finishing 4th as a freshman in 1976. His championships in 1977 and 79 were at 177 pounds, while his 178 crown came at 167 pounds. His victory in 1979 also helped the Huskies to capture the PSAC team title, which at that time was the 6th in program history. During his 4-year career with the Huskies wrestling program went 47, 17, and 12, 2 in duels under head coach Roger Sanders. And the team won the PSAC championship in 1979 and finished 2nd in the EWL tournament in 1977 and 1979. While at Bloomsburg, Cappelli was the president of the Delta Omega Chi fraternity for 2 years, and was also the campus government representative for 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 194th member of the Hall of Fame, Andy Cappelli.
All right, can you hear me all right? Well, I've been prepared speeches, so I'm not going to wing it too much tonight. I'm just going to roll right through it. I'd like to start by thanking the Hall of Fame Committee of the University for bestowing upon me this great honor. Congratulations to the other honorees. You're an amazing group of individuals. I'm proud to share this evening with you. It's really nice to be back in the Nelson Fieldhouse again. I spent a lot of time here. It really feels like coming home. As wrestlers, we spent countless hours running these stair towers, the football stadium stairs, and down Route 42 and back up the hill to Mount Olympus, and honing our skills in the wrestling. We were all like-minded individuals working hard to get better, faster, and stronger every day. We weren't only toughening our minds, we weren't only developing our bodies, we were toughening our minds for whatever wrestling in life would our way. The art of wrestling is hard to master. It's a lot easier if you have a great coach. Fortunately for me, I had 2 great coaches. My high school coach, Al Wilsonholm, coached wrestling for 40 years. 29 of them at my alma mater, Conestoga, where he had 337 wins, and in 2008 was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. His Westchester teammate was Roger Sanders, so I wasn't surprised when I arrived at Bloom to see Chicky Carter, Michael Richardson, and Tina DeMarco from my high school wrestling. Coach Sanders wasn't only a great coach, he had an amazing college career. He went undefeated in dual meets all 4 years, was the college division national champion, and a 3-time Mid-Atlantic champion. As a college coach, he had 300 wins, 2 EWL championships, 8 PSAC championships, and placed as high as 5th in the NCAA Division I championships. And Bloom was consistently ranked in the top 20 in the nation under 8th grade. He too was inducted in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. You don't amass a resume like this unless you're really good at what you do. Now back to me, the guy I'm sure you all came to see. My freshman coach was Roger Sanders' first year without any of the Russ Houk wrestlers he inherited when he took over the program, with the names of likes of Shorty Hitchcock, Ron Sheen, Danny Burkle, Randy Watts, and the NYU wrestlers, Matt Tiger, and brothers John and Jim Holman, who he brought with him when he took over the job. We were a very young team. starting 5 freshmen out of 10 weights. We still managed to qualify 3 guys for the NCAA Division I championships in Arizona. We struggled that first year, but improved considerably our sophomore year, taking 2nd place in the EWLs and qualifying 6 guys for the NCAA Division I championships in Oklahoma. We continued to improve over the next 2 years, winning the PSAC championship and placing 2nd in the EWLs our senior year. I've had some time to reflect on the many highlights of my career. I'd like to mention a few that stand out in my mind. First, my senior year, we annihilated Penn State right under that display, 42-2, right, the worst beating in history. The second was also in this field house, pitting Noel Logan, who was Wade Chalice's protege, went on to win the NCAA Division I the following year. And lastly, pitting Eric Booth and Claire Aid in the finals of the PSACs, winning my third straight title by helping my team capture the PSAC championship that year. Off the mat, I was more than just a student athlete. I was very involved in campus government as an off-campus representative and served as president of my fraternity for 2 years. We worked closely with Dr. Molka and Dean Norton to better sorority fraternity relations with the university. These experiences taught me well how to negotiate with people from all walks of life, which has served me well. Looking back on my college days, the memories and bonds I have with my coaches and wrestling fraternity brothers, all of you guys, I wouldn't trade them for anything. I'd like to thank them for coming from all over to support to celebrate with this weekend. I'd like to acknowledge a few of them tonight. I'd like to congratulate one of my co-coaches, Carl Pop, on his induction into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2021 for an outstanding career as a college coach at Rockland University, where he was the winningest coach in their history. Carl was also Roger Sanders' assistant coach for years prior to taking Rockland into the league. I'd also like to honor another individual for what he did for our country. Colonel Ernie Jackson, one of the executive officers in the Army's 1st Armored Division that led the charge into Iraq to topple Saddam Hussein's regime in the Desert Storm War. After his military service, Ernie went back to school, became a school principal and coach wrestling. Ernie, thank you for your service to our country. I'd like to also thank Dennis Sigmund, one of my fraternity's founding brothers and alumni president, Paul Ridey, our social director, along with the rest of the board members, Mark Barnhart, who's being honored tonight, Chet Snavely, Bob Muir, Walt Savitz, and Mark Collins for keeping the Delta Omega Chi Alumni Association running strong with over 250 members who help support Bloomsburg athletics. Finally, I'd like to thank my wife and kids for putting up with me for the last 30 years. I love you guys. I wouldn't be the man I am today without your love and support. Wrestling has shaped my life from the first day on the mat in middle school to this day. I'd like to leave you with a quote by Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, which I really feel summarizes how wrestling has prepared me for life. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, where it requires that we should stand ready and firm to meet onsets which are sudden and unexpected. I'm honored and humbled to be a member of this elite group.